I've learned that true affirmation must come from the person you do life with. Affirmation from the world is noise. Can build pride or actually make you want to hide.
And it's fluff.
It's fluff.
Yeah, sure.
Sexual sin is one of those sins we don't pray, fight, resist, we flee.
Run away, bro.
That's the best.
Don't
way to
negotiate.
deal. You don't negotiate.
Yeah, 100.
Because the moment you lock that door, my brother, you yourself are gone.
Because as much as sin is horrible,
Yeah.
sin is enjoyable.
Yes. True.
It's horrible.
No, true.
But nobody would keep on going back to it if it
was
wasn't
not enjoyable.
enjoyable,
That's so true.
right?
That has always been my resolve. I'm willing, and I say this with my chest, I'm willing to fail in ministry if it means it will be for the success of my marriage.
Sure, bro.
I'm willing to shut the doors of the church close if it means that the door of my wife's heart is forever open to me.
Come on,
You know what my pastor made us do? I would have to hold her hand while she's pregnant and go to church in varsity and sit next to her. After church, I hold her hand and I walk her to the room. So if there's any shame, it must come to both of us.
Both of us, true.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband podcast with me, Black Newborn. Here we are husbands who aren't where we want to be, but certainly are not where we used to be. We are imperfect, always failing forward, trying to know better so that we can do better.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband podcast with me, Black Newborn. This is where husbands try to know better so that we can do better. Thank you so much for supporting us. Before we jump into this episode, we want to encourage you, if you are new, to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're updated on every single episode we drop every Wednesday at 11:30. Two ways you can support us. One, you can go onto our website. That's thathusband.com, thathusband.com, and you can find tickets to Beans and Bonds, our online store. You can purchase merch. You can buy us coffee through that website as well. The second way you can support us is by dropping us an email at booking@blacknewborn.com. That's if you want to book me as an MC, a speaker, facilitator for your next event. That is Black Newborn, booking@blacknewborn.com, and we will gladly respond to that. So before we get into this episode, make sure that you keep that in mind so that you are supporting what we're doing here. The husband that's sitting across the table from me today, this guy is like but fish are wet, but this guy is slippery. Can never catch him. Ever.
That is wild.
Ever.
I've never heard that before. That's new.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah?
I'm here.
I must tell you about something afterwards. I should have told you before we recorded.
Yeah.
Now I just remember.
I'll remind you.
Yeah.
I'll remind you.
Gift Maseko.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
you,
good,
my
bro.
dog?
I'm good, brother.
Nah,
Yourself?
I'm good. Now I'm great.
Nice to finally come here, man.
Yeah.
Do incredible work, bro.
Thanks, man.
Shout out, man.
No, I appreciate this, dog. I've been trying to sit with you here for some time. Just admire the work that you're doing.
Sure.
And I was saying earlier on to you that, guys who come sit here are not superheroes at all.
Yeah.
But we're
Sure.
just husbands who trying our best,
Yep.
trying to love our wives,
Yep.
and be there for our children. So that's how you qualify to sit here.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. It just takes me being married
Yeah.
and trying my best for me to sit here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
That's
for having
it,
me, bro.
though.
Thank
You
you so
good?
much. I'm
Otherwise,
good, bro. I'm
yeah,
good. Enjoyed our conversation before this.
Yeah.
Love the space.
Dope,
Nice
bro.
to see you.
Yeah.
So I'm good, bro. I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it, bro. You're from the Val.
Yep.
Where particularly in the Val?
Elexite, there's a place, baby, is a Maturumin.
Okay.
It's RDP houses.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
2-room
Sure.
houses. So that's where I'm from, yeah.
Maturumi.
Yeah, but a Maturumin.
Sure.
Even when you go there, you hardly see our Iturum anymore.
Okay.
But that's what because there are two parts of Lakeside. There's what they call Lakeside proper. So these are people who bought those
okay.
houses as a bond. So that was
Yeah,
proper. They
yeah.
call it an estate, and then
Okay.
it's Asngamaturu.
Sure.
So that's where I'm from in the Val.
How long ago were those places established? And I asked because where I'm from, it's MB, so there's another place called the Matikweni.
Sure.
It was similar RTP houses,
Mm.
but now when you go there as well, it's like you can see the houses are different, but like
What's-
they're not.
What
they're
does
not-
Matikweni mean? Actually?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
I think it was. I mean, at some points I thought it was somebody's name, though.
Yeah, sounds like someone's name.
Yeah. But like, in fact, I stayed there in the Army just after varsity.
Sure.
So after varsity, stuff was just like falling apart at home. You know, parents were fighting over the house. Divorce had happened. So one of my closest friends, his mom got the RDP house and then kind of handed over to him.
Wow.
Yeah, but we did some debaucherous things
I can
there,
just
bro.
imagine, bro.
Yes.
It can be some fun. With the house to
Are you
yourself.
gonna slam?
How much you day too? Come on, bro. I would do the same, bro.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have Jesus, you know.
Yeah.
But we did some debaucherous things, bro.
Sure.
And yeah, I obviously look at that time in my life with like a fondness because it was just me and my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, it's just trying to figure out life.
Sure.
We're young, just finished university. We're trying to figure out, you know, what's the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
But so now, so kuluma ngamatsuru, I'm like,
Bringing back memories.
That was us.
Bringing back memories.
Yeah.
They got there, I think in 1996.
Okay.
When the house were finally released.
Okay.
Funny enough, there's a funny story with because my grandmother apparently moved there before my mom.
Okay.
So she got a house before.
Yeah.
So when we moved, they had to build a shack.
Sure.
So Giti, it was a 2-room and a shack. So apparently when they were still building the shack, I left. Apparently I was like 2 or something.
Okay.
I left saying I'm going to my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
While leaving my grandmother at my place. Ngalahleka bangfuna, finally they found me. So there's an interesting story about the first day of them coming that side.
You got lost that
I
day.
got lost in Lakeside.
That's crazy.
So they found me. Apparently they found me on my way to
Sure.
my grandmother's place. So at 2, I already knew where my grandmother's place was, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
So we got there 1996 and my mom is still there till this day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So itama wilva.
Itamala mfana not existent.
Yeah. Okay.
I think because my mom, I think my mom got married twice.
Okay.
She lost her first husband.
Sure.
Tried again. She lost her second husband. I think after that she was never the same. So I think my dad had a family when he met my mom. Funny enough, my dad is the one who gave me the name. He said, my child's not going to have any name except an English name and one name. So he named me Gift. So that's how involved he was with the name. That's what I remember him for. But my early memories of my dad, I don't even remember having a conversation with him.
Okay.
He would come every 5 months. He would leave you 150 on the table. He would leave a note to say I was here. When he was there and I was also there, he would come and chill with my mom. So I never really spoke to him. And the last time I saw him, I was 10 years old.
That was the last time.
That was the last time I saw him.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. I've heard which was a somewhere. Do you want to go find your dad? But I was never interested. I think growing up, without being familiar with him when he left, it just felt the same because he was not there.
Sure.
And he drove a cool car. Apparently, he had a good house, but he never did anything for me. So that was the last memory of my dad when I was 10.
Is that why you show up for your family the way you do? I mean, part of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I say part of it because, I mean, you could tell me because, you know, I know some of us want to probably indirectly even heal ourselves from the scars that we got from the lack of parenting from our fathers.
Sure.
And you know, and then we show up for our kids, bro, and we like, man, like I am just adamant I'm not gonna be what my dad was. And I think there's some positive stuff to that.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
But I'm like, if it's unchecked, then your kids can suddenly suffer not having their own personalities develop, being looked after, because now you're replacing them with your younger self. And you're replacing yourself with a version of your dad that you wanted, you know what I mean? And then it's like, you robbing yourself of being a father because you're trying to be like your dad. And you're robbing them of being themselves because now they are you. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And that thing hit me early. Like I think when my kid was born, when we brought her home, and I realized, that's my temptation.
Sure.
I'm definitely gonna try and be my dad.
Sure.
And I think with just, God's grace, but also my wife's involvement, like we made a conscious decision to kill that thing.
That's great.
Let's kill it, bro, because I'm not gonna rob my kid of, experience of her just being herself.
Yes.
Because I'm just imposing my ideals of how I was supposed to be raised. Anyway, but
which is not fair.
It's not fair at all, bro.
Fair.
It's not fair, But is that because you man, like. Yeah, and obviously, like I'm getting to know you, like recently as well, like off camera. But there seems to be a resolve in how you wanna show up for your family, and you will sacrifice everything else so that you are there for them.
Yeah.
Did your relationship with your dad speak into that? Did it inform part of it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I think from that day onward, I said, man, when I become a dad, I really want to be there for my kids. I want to be there for my family. And I think it also sparked a different fire in me. I don't know if it was circumstances at home, seeing my mom as a single parent, domestic worker with 3 kids, struggle, resort to alcohol just to cope.
Sure.
And she's angry. She's I told myself, when I have a family, this is not going to be the setup.
Yeah.
But then I think also that said to me, I want to get married young. Because also where I come from, I've seen a lot of guys blunder. I've seen them blunder. I said, you know what? Sure. When I make it in life, I want to get married young and I want to be there for my family. I think the Lord then, when I got saved, I think God sanctified that in me. I always laugh. There's this book that I have where I was studying about being a father and God being our father, the attributes of God as a father. And I'm looking at that, I'm saying, but I think that taught me a lot, elements of compassion, elements of grace, showing up, being there. And I think that sanctified already the idea that I had so that it doesn't become toxic. I mean, of course, life will test you. As the kids grow, I'll see whether I'm truly delivered or not. Funny enough, you say that because my son, I remember as 2 years back when he was still in preschool, he said something that didn't sit well with me, which was beautiful, but didn't sit well with me. So kids were coming and they were saying, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this. And he said something, he said, I want to be like my dad. I want to work from home. It's cute. But already I felt the weight of him wanting to be like me already from a young age.
Yeah.
And now he sees me online. He says, Daddy, how many subscribers do you have? Yeah. Right? So he tells his friends that my dad has subscribers. My dad is this. So I'm a big deal. Let's go. These kids with YouTube. And he says, I want to be like you, Dad. I want to also be a pastor. Again, that is cute.
Yeah.
But he wanted to work from home when I was still doing my 9 to 5. Now he wants to be a pastor because I'm a pastor. And I'm always thinking to myself, yes, I'm a role model. Yes, maybe there are beautiful attributes that he sees in me. But then I don't want him to have the weight of being like me.
Sure, man.
And maybe is there anything that I'm doing that makes him want to be like that? Or he's just simply inspired by the fact that I'm a cool dad. So that's why I'm saying we'll see that as he grows up, to say, are these things coming from a genuine place of just wanting to be like your dad because he's a cool guy? Or your dad always demands this out of you without him knowing. Saying this is the standard, this is how you do things. And you think, hey, if I really want to make him happy, I should probably look like him.
Man.
So we'll see, bro. We'll see.
That's a particular wrestle, bro, and I think it's a dope one to have, and be aware of it. I think something that a mentor of mine once said that was very sobering is like, you're gonna screw up your kids. The question is how much or how less.
Sure.
It's like, you're gonna mess them up.
That's
good. Because you're a sinner, you're broken, you're gonna make mistakes.
Sure.
So was the first sobering thing. But the second sobering thing, in light of that, and I was like, and your kids will always feel like you could have done more.
Yeah.
Man, that crushed me, but also freed me. And at first, when he said that, I was like, dog, you nuts, bro. And just seeing how present he is for his kids, And I was like, nah, dog, you nuts. This can't, it's not true. Like these kids should know, like, you there for them, dog.
Yeah.
I have an absent father. My dad wasn't. I know what absence is.
Everything. Yeah.
But like you are there for them, bro.
Sure.
And then one day, I think one of his kids complained exactly about that. Like, Dad, you just don't give us enough time.
Wow.
This guy's at home every day, bro. Every day. And he was like, see, told you that at some point they'll feel like they needed more. But as you
That's so good.
as you both grow, the
Sure.
thing will equalize.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
They'll grow and become
Yes.
adults and realize, it's like my dad was a hero.
Yeah. No, true.
Yeah.
True.
That guy was a hero, right?
True.
And you'll also grow and just be like, finally they mature, so they'll see life
Yeah,
better. So
yeah.
you'll be less hard on them.
Maybe they'll
and
want me
whatnot.
closer then. To
Yeah.
say, Dad, can you please be
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
That's good,
so
actually.
funny thing with this subscriber thing. So every morning when we drop my kid off, we pray as a family. So in the car,
shout
we're
out.
like, hey, let's pray before we get
Shout
to
out.
school,
Shout out.
And
Yes.
man, my kids' prayers have changed recently, and the thing that she prays for, and she prays for a bunch of things, like school to be amazing, nice day,
give my dad more money.
Yeah,
That's what my son said. To buy me
There's
more
that.
cool stuff. I'm like,
there's that as well in the prayers. But the thing that caught our attention, and we just like laughed with my wife. God, can you please continue making my dad more famous? I'm like, do you even know what famous? God, can my dad today? Today, can my dad be famous?
That's dope. That is dope.
Do you even know what famous anyway?
And what it brings?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm like, they living a completely different reality than us, bro. You know what I mean?
Your kids are aware that you're online and you.
Yeah, but I think she's like coming to terms with that because we're very strict with what she watches. You know, like super strict. So she obviously knows we have the podcast.
Oh yeah.
And she's seen like Beans and Bonds, for example, etc. She's seen us work on the pod.
She's seen the subscribers.
Yeah. So she knows about subscribers. Yeah, and so she, and then when people in public come and speak to me,
sure.
So the first time that happened, she obviously in her mind she's like, I don't know this person. How does this person know my dad?
Yes.
And then when the person leaves, I'm like, oh no, they saw the pod. So she's like, oh, so there's people that we don't know who see you and know, oh, smack, what is this thing, you know? So that's how I think she really got awakened to that thing. But we trying to protect her from all of this.
That's good. That's good.
As much as we can, you know.
Yeah, we do that as well. I bought him a tablet recently. So it's locked, you know.
How old is he now?
He's 7.
Okay, sure.
So it's locked. Only I can open it. So just to protect these kids, because of the stuff they consume. So shout out to you for that.
No, you have
in this
to,
crazy world, guys will tell you they were exposed to pornography from a young age,
very young age,
and that just became their undoing. Or they saw this or that happened, or my son did something recently. These kids, so he plays a Call of Duty. It's a game. I can see when you play these games, you can speak to other people who can play and be on the call. So I'm hearing him on his room saying, yeah, I'm 7. Yeah, my name is Katleo. And I'm thinking, who is he speaking to? And when I get there, he's speaking to these older kids and they're laughing and they say, ask him this. So I was like, man.
It's not too that.
So I took it. I said, hey, did my best to cut those things off, connecting to the server or whatever. But it's crazy how the world can access them in your home, in your home, space. Bro, with all this stuff that you put up, the world can still access them. And I think maybe what we can do is to instill good values and morals in them, and just put everything on God to say, hey, I taught you, this is how you interact, this is how you behave, this is how you keep to yourself, this is how you respond.
Sure.
And I don't know how you respond, how you interact with people at school, but sure. And it's always a tough thing as a parent to let go completely, especially for a girl also. I'm having your challenges. Our daughter is 1 year, 6 months, and I'm thinking the day I was Jola, man, I'm going to struggle. Man, I am going to struggle because I know how boys are. I know how boys are. That's the thing, because I'm a guy myself. But it's always interesting to realize, hey, children belong to God and God is so.
100%. It's part of why I do this. Because I'm like, when she's old enough and she has access to the internet, there's enough episodes for her to be like, oh, okay, this is what a man is. I've seen it at home.
Yes.
But my dad spoke to so there's other men outside of my
beautiful.
dad who
Yeah.
believe in the stuff that my dad was talking about,
That's
you know, and
beautiful,
living out, etc., etc.
That's
So,
beautiful, bro.
but yeah, you know, I've been conditioned to think very critically around that dating stuff, especially for our kids. For me, the best advice that really conditioned how I approach this thing, you know, this dude was like,
Has she brought anyone? She said, "Daddy, there's this guy." Okay.
no, but she's like said, you know, oh, this kid at school, I saw her speak about boyfriend or whatever. But we were like very, I think, you know, praise the Lord, and I think my wife is just a genius in how we've been like very intentional in speaking to her about things and then framing those conversations in this way that we are protecting her, and she should know that that we're doing stuff to protect her.
That's good.
Here's how the world is, etc., etc. And then we've put in like inroads for her to come back with information. She knows what inroads to take to come talk to us.
That's
you know,
good.
so she would. That's the first thing she would say. You know, I saw Gift at school talking to a girl, and he was saying, "Oh, this is my girlfriend," and I said, "No, Gift, we can't do that. That's adult stuff,
dope.
right?"
That's dope.
So I'm like, "Cool, man. We just need to reinforce that,
Yeah, that's dope.
you know, and help her as well with the other side that people are gonna think you're a loser for that.
Yeah, I mean,
So not be like, 'Well done, Michael,' and walk away. Just be like, 'Hey, well done,' but." Man, people are gonna think you're a loser.
Yeah.
Here's how we're gonna deal with that.
Yes.
Here's how we, you know, push back against that kind of thing. So,
Sure.
so yeah, but the one thing I heard, bro, was if you can't let a 17-year-old boy drive your car, why would you let her drive your daughter?
That's true. That's true.
You would not let
That is true.
a 16-year-old in your car.
No.
And a car is just a piece of metal. Why would I let a 16-year-old boy in my kid, though?
That's crazy, true, bro.
No, I'm not doing that. You know, I wouldn't give a 16-year-old my card, my bank card. Why would I give her my daughter?
Sure.
No way, bro. I don't care how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, forget that. You stuff you and your feelings.
Sure.
They're stupid.
Yeah, I'm taking that one.
Yeah.
I'm taking that one.
Like, no, but you know, they're young, they're exploring.
With my daughter.
Yeah, sure. And then we're going to pay for a lifetime of therapy.
Because
I couldn't be hard enough on a 16-year-old boy. I'm like,
explore with my,
no, stop.
That's
that,
interesting.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Right? So, anyway.
Sure.
But before we get cancelled about dating views, dog.
Just taking a different route.
Yeah. When you look at your life now, dog, we're Maturumini.
Yeah.
Like, and you're married.
Yeah.
You know, wife loves you. You have a family that's stunning, bro. Like, how as Atabuya Lokshin, as well.
Yeah.
You know, people don't understand how that alone is a burdensome thing.
Yes.
To transition through different worlds and having to survive in this new world.
Yeah.
And it's a common story for most South Africans, but I'm going somewhere with the thing that does that alone. And then on top of what comes with the reality of coming from the spaces we come from.
Sure.
Amatai Maweko,
Yep.
but also husbands particularly, that's just a joke. Like being a husband is a joke, right?
Yeah.
You need to be a player, Uncle So-so, Prazmangmang.
Beat your wife now and then.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah, come on.
You know, so how do you make sense of where you are now?
Yeah.
Just, you know, if you would stand on the mountain of your current life,
sure,
and look back at Lakeside, the Maturumin, and think, dang, like, this gift was that gift, you know, and I'm here now. Again, you're not an arrogant guy. You wouldn't, you know, but just soberly looking at that, and particularly as a husband, what are some things that go through your head, bro?
It's humbling, Black, bro. It's very humbling. I mean, I come from a place, as you described it, Kasi, where even I'm a hot man, they don't get married. I just come from a place where, let me think, in my street, I can hardly count husbands. And if I count husbands, it's what you're describing. It's either he's a player, he beats the wife, or he's the guy who the wife tells him what to do. Those are the three things. And marriage looks like this thing. If you settle for it, you lose parts of your life. So even guys who are my age don't see it as interesting. Sure, you box yourself to this one girl. You have your whole life ahead of you. What are you doing? So that was my reality. And not only in terms of where I come from, but also with my family. So when we got married, I was 24. You can think about it. I'm 24, fresh out of varsity.
Yeah, we got married around the same age, bro.
That's why we're here. Maybe that's why we're here.
I was turning 25. But
Yeah. I think same. I was pushing 25. Oh, I was 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm coming to my family, just got my first job because I was clear. I think the first thing I told my then girlfriend, now wife, even before we dated, I said, I want to make you my wife.
Yeah.
Again, going back to my childhood, I wanted a family at a young age. I wanted to, I've always been a huge guy when it comes to commitment. Even with my relationships, I was that guy. A primary being shabo my relationship with 2 years.
Yeah,
I was that kid. Yeah,
bro. We were demon
found my
possessed,
kind.
bro.
I found my kind.
My wife always jokes that like I have a pending divorce.
Yeah,
from grade 2. Because grade 2 we didn't say we broke up.
No, it just
we divorced.
Shifted.
Yeah, we used the word divorce, and my wife was like, hey, "You had a couple of divorces, and there's probably a divorce that's pending that you didn't complete." Yeah.
2 years is crazy.
Why were we dating in primary school, bro?
I don't know, man. We wanted to step up.
Oh,
so I was always that guy. So
yeah,
I think grade 1 already I was dating. But
yeah, same here.
I was dating. I dated Aiden.
And that's why I'm not letting my kid go through that rubbish. Bro.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, because I know guys, I know boys.
Yeah.
And I was that guy who dated someome's daughter.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't, I know it's unfair, but hey.
Bro, that's why we probably got married. So
yeah. Because if you're dating in primary school, you've had your fun in high school and whatever, you're ready to settle. Whereas some man in their 30s, you're like, dude, 30, I experienced everything.
This is crazy.
So after varsity, got my first job. At least now there's 8,000 yanning.
Sure.
I wanted to be faithful to my wife. So I sit down my aunt. So I tell my mom this before. Mama, she doesn't say anything. Okay. Then the next thing I see, my mom is not well. She's crying. My aunt comes. Some aunt, I don't know, comes. Well, I know her, but she's far. That's the last person I'm expecting to see.
Sure.
Yeah, you are making your mom cry with this whole thing of marriage. Next thing, gunabo mamkulu, the whole family. Yeah, why do you want to get married at a young age? Now your mom is crying. But what I realized later is that my mom felt like she was losing me. So we grew up in a place where, because my mom worked so hard to keep the family of 4 going. So I have an older brother, I have an older sister, So I was that cherished child, young, last born, mfana, success story, the first one to finish matric, the first one to work. Now with all these opportunities, he's leaving. So I felt like she felt like she was losing all of that. And my aunts, and of course, they kind of spoke to that. I sat them down and said, look, I love you, I respect all of you, but I'm doing this. And it was that. And they say, it's this thing of you guys in church. You can't choose church over your mom. I said, hey, it's not a church thing. I love this woman. I'm ready. I don't want to play. I don't want, I'll still provide for my mom. I'll still be there. I looked at her, I said, Mom, I'll be here. But I wanna get married to my wife. And funny enough, fast forward, they adore my wife. In fact, my mom is far more closer to my wife than she is to my sister.
Wow. Sure.
She gets excited to come at home.
Sure.
But I think when she realized all her fears were not true, and that she was not losing a son but gaining a daughter, I think that kind of spoke to her a bit. So fast forward, I want to get married. So I remember when we got married, I was 24, she was 25, she was 24. So I think a lockdown. 2020 heavy lockdown. It was a blessing. So when people speak about lockdown being a bad thing, for us it was a blessing because it meant less guests.
Come on, bro.
Cheap
wedding
and we move. So with all of those things, you can just imagine family. I think I'm one of the first guys to get married in my family. Of course, there's relatives, but in my family and like the extended family at a young age. So it felt like, what is he doing? This woman is going to change him. Ekasi, I mean, friends are not friends anymore because you are this married guy, you are this pastor guy now. So you just become a foreigner even in your family. So then the people in my church, because Isonto Liseval, the church is in Maturumin. So my pastor became kind of close to me because even for him, he got married later in life in his late 30s.
Yeah.
So that was also something for him. So that kind of child, it worked out. I became this guy who became older all of a sudden. People are still shocked when I tell them I'm 30.
Yeah.
They're thinking I'm 40 or something
Yeah,
because of how quickly things just moved. I'll be married for 6 years this year, and this guy's like 31 this year. So
It's crazy, bro.
it doesn't make sense.
Man.
But that has been a beautiful experience, man. And I think this should be encouragement also to young people who are saying, hey, I don't have money. I've not figured life out. I'm still young.
It's good, bro.
Those things, if you really want to go for it, those things should not stand in your way because you realize they don't matter.
It's good, bro.
Marriage is not about age. You find older people who struggle in their marriage, and you find younger people who flourish in their marriage. Marriage is not about resources. You find people with money struggling in their marriage, and people who don't have much to their name doing very well in their marriage. In fact, I see the beauty in you guys building together early.
Come on, bro.
Because you learn to embrace each other in different seasons.
Yeah.
Bang popi lenga popanga, you know how to pick me up. There was a time where my wife was earning more than me, and I was still the man of the house. That dealt heavily with my ego. It made me realize, I'm a husband. She would give me her card.
Yeah.
And say, pay. When we are with people, I'm the one paying.
Yeah.
I'm the one pouring petrol. I'm the one. But that also taught me that she's not here because of what I can give her. She's here because already I've given her the better parts of me, which is my love, my life, and my commitment to her.
Yeah.
And when I'm now earning more than her, I still know the wife who loves me despite the lack. And the stuff we built together, literally everything we have,
It's good, bro.
we bought, experienced together.
Yeah.
And those are memories that you can't find anywhere. No one is chasing anyone out because this house is ours.
Yeah.
This car is ours.
Sure.
We have both poured petrol here.
Yeah.
So it has been a beautiful experience.
Dope,
but of course, being married at a young age, to some people, it looks like you're throwing your life away. But I feel like my life made sense the moment I got married to my wife, because the past 6 years have been a crazy acceleration. I don't think I would be here if I was single.
Amen.
I'm not the gift of sitting across the room if I'm single.
Amen.
There are certain things I only got to experience, learn, and grow in quicker in marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. And I say amen to that because that's my experience, but I've also just seen the beauty of what you've explained and how you grow with somebody. You know what I mean? Bro, that thing is massive, bro.
Oh, black bro.
Yeah.
Underrated, bro.
My biggest dream, van upopa no muntu amjo.
Like, exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, sure, I want, soft life. But I want it with her.
Yes.
Like having to, drive the kind of car we dream of driving, living where we dream of living. I'm like, man, those things in and of themselves are not going to give me satisfaction.
Yes.
It's seeing how my wife experiences them.
Beautiful, bro.
Being my wife.
Beautiful, bro.
That's what I'm like,
Beautiful,
man.
bro.
When we get there, other people might celebrate the fact that, oh, you guys have been working hard, you got there. But for me, it's gonna be like I'm celebrating seeing my wife experience
exactly
all that we've dreamt of, you know what I mean? So I'm like, man, that thing is that's my story, dog.
Our stories are the same, man.
Yeah. No, it's Chole Primar.
Yeah, it's Chole Primar. We apologize to fathers. We didn't follow through. We're still young. It was practice. We did nothing, we promised. Yeah, we just wasted.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't do anything.
Yeah, they were training us.
We just kissed in family.
He kissed, I didn't. He said it, I didn't. Hey, daughter.
Meet me under the stairs after school. 4A. And you have to specify. Baby kiss, 1 block.
Yes.
French kiss, another block. And then we guy out here.
And
then there she looks at it, signs, sends it back.
Exactly. Men never spoke. From a young age. Maybe that's how we struggle with communication. We never spoke. We wrote things down.
We wrote stuff. Come on.
Do you love me? Yes or no? And she has to tick the box. Yes, and then
yeah.
Mom Tampa, this thing's not gonna work out. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Sign.
You sign. And that's it, bro. So we never spoke.
Crazy, bro.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
No, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. It's incredible again just to see, how you've transitioned, man, and where you are, and just how fondly you speak of your wife, and passionately so, and seeing your family also come around.
Yeah.
That fear thing is a big thing, though.
It is.
It's a thing that has crippled many people from, and particularly guys, from leaving their mothers.
Yes. Oh.
It's crippled them. Where it does feel like your wife is your mistress because you're actually married to your mom. And in some sense, if we may be more honest, the mother's married to you. And you have loyalties to her because dad wasn't around. You've seen how she struggled, etc., etc. And again, similar experience. My mom was 15 when she had me.
Sure.
Dad was around for the first 15 years of my life.
Sure.
But then when he left, man, I just saw how my mother struggled. And that thing keeps plaguing me.
Sure.
Plagues.
Sure.
And I'm like, but I was resolved. That I'm gonna get married because I saw how good it was for them the first 15 years.
That's good.
And I was like, I want a family. I want to step out.
I want that for myself.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so when I told my mom, she was, I mean, my mom was just like, okay,
go for it.
If okay.
I love your mom already.
But she knew my girlfriend at that point.
Yeah.
Because we were friends for 5 years.
Oh.
And then we told her, okay, we're no longer friends.
Yeah.
Something is happening.
Yeah.
She was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting married. Oh, okay.
Wow, shut up. Shut up.
And leaving her wasn't tough. But I always feel that same pulling of, man, like I wanna help my mom.
Yes.
I wanna be there for her. I want to. And obviously dynamics change when you've taken somebody's daughter and you said you're gonna look after them.
Even her access to you, she can't access you the same.
Exactly.
She can't access your pockets the same.
The same, yeah.
You feel like, man, that's injustice.
Yeah.
Especially Mangpopa. I want that too also, but there's tension there.
You have to be a man, bro.
Yeah.
You have to grow up and be a man, you know what I mean? So, shout outs, bro.
Sure.
COVID wedding. It's gonna be a crazy thing having to explain to our kids what COVID weddings are. Right? It's like grandparents were like, I was in the World War. You're like, World War? What?
Dude, I don't understand apartheid now.
Yeah.
I read about it. I'm like, it's terrible. But I'm like, really? You guys are here. Clearly, it was not that bad.
Yeah. Like, you're just so far removed, bro.
Yeah, you don't.
And then when you find out that people did life, right? Like, people got married, people had parties. But you're like,
so fire town.
Under all of that.
Dude.
It's crazy, bro.
Sure.
Crazy, right? But another thing, similar to you, so we were year 6 when we were in COVID. I think. Yeah.
Sure.
My kid was 1. COVID was the best thing for us.
Yes.
Apart from the people dying.
Yes, of course. I mean,
but like just being at home together.
We sympathize. But...
Yeah. Being at home together, fun. I pray for another lockdown without deaths.
Yeah.
Like when I fast.
Or 1 or 2.
Yeah. I'm like
1 or 2 who are already there.
Can we just close the world again?
Oh man,
without death.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're not working. Like just
keep the jobs.
Yes, keep the
jobs, economy running.
Keep the lives.
But can we just quarantine together, bro?
Anyway,
that was powerful.
That was an amazing time for us. You get married.
Yeah.
How soon do you have a kid?
Yeah.
And how different? I mean, you wouldn't know this, but to the best of knowledge that you've picked up from other people, how different has your marriage been with a child? Because we did 5 years without a kid.
Yeah.
Which we look back and regret.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wish we did what you guys did. Just get married, have a kid, let's go.
Yeah.
Right. How different do you think your marriage would have been if you waited? And how has your marriage been now with a kid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now let me take you a few steps back.
Yeah.
Something crazy happened. So my wife, then girlfriend, we were friends for almost a year.
Okay.
Slightly FIFA, supporting Arsenal.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not you square that.
I'm very first time. She used to call me Booty,
Yeah.
and then she called me Ndwana
Sure.
before she called me baby.
Yeah.
So this was different phases. When because I was leading an SEO, so she saw this guy who can preach and said, okay, hot man, I'm sure he's older.
Yeah.
Then we became friends, and then so early in our relationship.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. We became complacent. Remember, she has never been with a guy before.
Sure.
I've always had people in my life. I lost my virginity in grade 12 to an older lady. That's a story there. Who wanted something from this young child, this young babe. I think she was about 5 years older than me. This is normal. That's how I lost my virginity.
Sure.
So after that, got saved. I was like, never again. So now here are two people who are ill-experienced in a relationship, who are always in one space. Because like FIFA together, we were friends.
Yeah.
We became too complacent to the fact that the relationship became intimate. I'm saying this before God. Once she became pregnant. Before, during dating, we called my pastor. After it happens, I said, I need to confess.
You told him after you found out that you're pregnant?
No, at this point, we have not found out.
Okay, so you've done the deed.
We have done the deed. Neither of us enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because it kept leading there, because now you guys are in a relationship and you are in the same space, so it's not the same. So we were, I was never the guy who knew these things, so it progressed to the point that happened. When that happened, I said, we need to confess. We call my pastor. My pastor comes. I remember we were sitting at the back of the car. We are both crying. She's crying, I'm crying. And we are saying, we are confessing everything what happened. Say, hey, this is what happened. Because my pastor has always told me, hey man, when it comes to girl, he always says, never leave a girl pregnant, leave her improved. That was always his thing. So I'm thinking, man,
I left her pregnant.
I don't know at this point.
Oh, you don't know?
To a point, my wife must tell you the story. When my pastor asked, did you guys test? My girlfriend asked, for HIV. That's how clueless she was with the Kurungangan.
Sure.
Says, no. For pregnancy.
I mean, you should have tested for that as well, but anyway.
Oh, no, I mean, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Say, no. Okay, cool.
Sheesh, bro.
I think she goes, I think it was, she went home for holidays. I went home for holidays. I was never the same, fan. There was a time when I felt,
that thing weighs heavy, Joe.
I'm like, man, because I've always been this guy.
Yeah.
Always this guy, I'm jolly, how dare you, holy. Here I am, I fallen. It gets worse. I felt like God Mvana wanted to humiliate me for my redemption.
Sure.
She goes home, she comes back, we're not doing this again, no more coming, visiting each other, go and test. She comes back, she's pregnant. Her friend calls me. Say, come, Pumzela's crying. I'm going, what's happening now? She's crying. The friend, how dare you? Yeah, it was a movie. How dare you? Hey, I'm sure, what's happening now? How dare, how would you guys, why would you guys do this to me?
Yeah.
I'm like, what did we do? And then she tells me she's pregnant. I wonder if I didn't collapse then. I don't think I'll ever collapse in my life. I felt my head spinning. There was noise in I couldn't hear anything she said after that. She's pregnant. I think she's 2 months now. Because she went home for the holidays in June. She tested when she came back August, September. We just had a massive conference that I was hosting. I've just been elected as the overseer for the SEO.
Sure.
Because you've led there, now you can.
Yeah.
Now this is what happened. What actually made me depressed. I was depressed for the longest time.
Yeah.
And shout out to my pastor then, who intervened in that time, said, hey, the words of Paul when he speaks to the jailer, don't kill yourself, we're here. Literally, that's what he says. He said, no, man, it's not the end of you. This is not the end of you. You'll be fine. Now there's an embarrassment of, we have to tell her pastor. And I got remember, I took her virginity. She's pregnant. First time. So there's a lot of the shame there. She has to go back, heckle back in the holidays. She's this example of holiness. She's this example of, you must aspire to be like her. I'm this example. You must be aspired to be like Gift. For the first time, this is this. You know what my pastor made us do? I would have to hold her hand while she's pregnant, ne? And go to church in varsity and sit next to her. And he said, you are the one who did this. You must own up to it. After church, I hold her hand and I walk her to the room. So if there's any shame, it must come to both of us.
True.
What he was teaching was responsibility, but also navigating those seasons of shame.
Yeah.
I struggled, started being on meds, depression. I don't know how I passed that year. In fact, I failed some exams for the first time. I wrote second opportunity passed. My pastor took me to Durban Margate to just see this other friend of mine who's in Tlenkosia Panzi. Actually, he also planted a church at that side.
Yeah, shout out
to Z. Just to forget, we came back, was still struggling. We went back in Jan. But he helped me navigate that season. But now, what actually brought this weight was not that I failed God, was that I failed people. Now, God wanted to show me where my faith lied.
People pleaser.
I wanted to be a people pleaser. My righteousness was before men, not God. You know, I'm this guy. I'm telling you now, everything that was happening to me was because of people. What will people say? And God dragged me through that shame. Churches everywhere. And he hasn't finished me. One thing I love about him, he said, which was never my idea, but he said, we're not going to hide this. You're not going to come and get married. You have to walk through this thing fully.
Good. That's good.
So when I got married to my wife, it was after all of that. And when we got married, it was 1 year something. So we get married with a child already. She went back to varsity, had to finish a degree. She gave birth, didn't even breastfeed the child, went, studied, passed. So when we fast forward 2020 are getting married, the Lord has been faithful. We are restored. I feel myself coming back. I've embraced what happened. The Lord has humbled me to say, you must not come and be self-righteous.
Come on, bro.
Righteousness comes from me, and just humble me in that fact. We get married, so we have a child. So when we get married in 2020, already we have a child. So we take him. My wife finds a job at Hettelberg. So Hettelberg is where she comes from. So remember, I'm the one working. She's not. So we find a place, that beautiful space. I remember we spent 1.8 for a 4 room house in a garage. No gate. Fine. I want to look.
That's why I'm from
1.8. I said, there's no way. Beautiful place. We stayed there. So I'm paying rent. I'm buying food, of course. We don't have a table. We don't have chairs. We had a crate. We love each other. We are married. I love my wife. We are storing food.
Guilt is gone.
Guilt is gone. 24/7 I have access. Come on now. Intimacy is available.
Come on.
Without shame.
Hey, Jesus.
So that is happening. But now it starts becoming tough to say we're here. Now I have my son who's staying with us. Now I have a wife. And I'm on this 1.8 salary. I'm still studying now. 8,000 salary. My wife finds a job. That's where now she earns more than me. And I'm saying double and some change more than me.
Sure.
Our house was furnished by my wife.
Wow.
Sofa,
Shout out, bro.
TV, but that did a number on me as a man. She was the one buying
God is draining your ego.
It was hard, in fact.
Vana, like any ounce that's left, clean and
it was hard. There was food in the house, everything. When people are eating, I'm thinking, where did you buy this food? And people are expecting, this guy, because he works at the office job, is the one. My wife would give me her card. Say, no, you are the one. You must buy. But
how many years was that though?
I think it was a long time.
From the time you guys find out you're pregnant to
Until
get married, then
we stay in
she
Heidelberg.
has this job.
We move.
Yeah.
In 2021, we go to Vereniging because she finds a job that side.
Okay.
Permanent job, because this one was a contract. She's now permanent. She has medical aid. She includes my son on the medical aid. You know, so she's still provided in that sense. I mean, I'm coming here, another. So I think she earned more than me for almost 4 years.
Crazy.
For the majority of our marriage, she was earning more than me.
Yeah, sure.
But I think there came a point where I was just
Sure.
used to that.
Sure.
And the Lord had done a number on me. To humble myself, but also to appreciate the fact that the Lord could provide for us in that sense. And she still submitted. It never changed anything. It was just my heart that was not submitted to the Lord. In her submission, I was not submitted to God. I still had pride, but the Lord dealt with me. So Nkulunkulu, in my journey of me being a husband, He did a number on me in different facets and different ways. Up to the point, of course, and I'm missing a holanyana. I buy as a car, I'm the one paying for the car.
Taking ice cream.
Sending ice cream. So our son literally grew with us in marriage. And it's just been a beautiful story of how God, in the midst of all of that, just allowed us to be one big family. And I didn't marry her because we had a child together. I loved that woman. When I'm first day I got money, I said I'm paying lobola. I saved for the whole year because I wanted her to be in my space. I wanted to start a life with her. And God has just been gracious, bro. He has accelerated us in many ways.
Shout out.
When you look at our life now, you can tell that's how it started. He has blessed us in different ways. I'm content in what He has done,
bro.
But I'm also glad that I went through all of those things so that I can remain calm and humble. That's why I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself around women. You'll never see me in unnecessary places. Even with me in terms of how I do pastoral care, if the ladies want to speak, let me speak to the gents, unless maybe it's like a couples thing. Because the Lord had to teach me that don't trust yourself. Because I did. I trusted myself around women. Now I don't. I run, fam.
That's good, bro.
Yeah. So
Joseph Bale.
I flee, fam. But I needed that to realize, hey,
praise the Lord, bro.
You're not as strong as you think.
Praise the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
My wife said something sobering to me 2 nights ago. She's like, if we would ever, as a couple, get into like stupid things, you know, mishandle money, you know, start being dictators and not shepherd people well, whatever.
In ministry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, in ministry, even like just generally in our lives.
Oh, she's in general, yeah.
But I think we were talking about ministry, but she's like, even if in our business we start doing shady stuff, she's like, Bana, I'll tell you one thing.
Sure.
Like, we are the kind of people God would make an example of.
Oh, yes.
So stay in your lane.
Yes.
Because there's no way
that
God is not going to use us as an example.
Oh, He'll expose you.
So now when you're talking, I'm like, there's that thing. You are the type of guy God is going to use as an example.
And but others, Lord, have
others
have done this.
And they did worse.
They did worse, but here they are, you know. He sleeps there. I said, Lord, I did once. I didn't even enjoy. I didn't even. You and the Lord said, I will expose you. I will expose you to save others.
When are you an example?
Exactly. Sure. So your wife, man, is onto something.
No, hundreds, bro.
Sure.
Hundreds. When she said that, I was like, oh, yeah. We are that kind of couple. God will, if now we do something stupid. Though.
Sure.
Heard a pastor say, he's been a ministry man for like 40, 50 years now, you know? And so they were interviewing him and they asked him, like, why hasn't like your ministry been riddled with scandal? You know, most pastors struggle to get to 50 and things are clean, etc. You know? He's like, I mean, obviously God's grace, you know, number one. But then the thing that God's grace enabled him to do and to say to his family and his staff team, you know, and it's like, if you ask anybody I've ever worked with, they'll repeat this phrase verbatim, you know, don't do anything stupid to ruin the good thing God is doing.
That's good.
You know, just don't. Like you're capable of doing something stupid. Just don't do it.
Don't.
You're going to ruin the good thing that God is doing. Just don't do it though.
Imagine.
Yeah. And he's like, bro, his whole staff team, anyone he's ever worked with is like, bro, I know, like that guy drills that thing in our heads
good.
every day.
That's good.
Today you are capable of doing something stupid that will ruin the good thing that God is doing.
So don't.
Just don't do it.
I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
taking that.
you're a Popeye. You
Yes.
have the propensity to be the biggest Popeye.
Yeah.
Ah, just don't act like
Don't
a
go
Popeye.
there.
Just don't do it. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
and it's just that one thing. Just
Yeah.
don't do it, right?
And I think that's
Yeah.
why when you're saying Gutang Tolagali, I think that's why I also love living a quiet life.
Yeah, bro.
Because environment can expose you to certain temptations.
Sure.
So sometimes it's not that you don't have this desire in you.
Yes.
It's because you're in a secure environment.
Yes.
If you unleash a lion and just allow it to roam here,
It's gonna
you'll
do what
see its
lions
mind.
do, bro.
Yeah. So just keep it caged.
That's
so
good.
same with us. We are no better than the pastors who've come before us.
Yeah.
We love our wives. It doesn't mean they didn't love their wives, but we are as frail and sinful. But just don't go there.
Don't do it, bro.
Solomon says something very powerful. He says, I looked at the window and I saw a young man in Proverbs passing by the road, and the road that he was going to was towards a harlot. And he says, many use this road. And there's a pit in which many fall. And he's simply saying he just found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's a young man, he's an innocent, righteous man. He was just walking a wrong road. Just don't do that. Don't be found in a green room. I hate green rooms. I hate green rooms. I hate circles of pastors, especially Joburg with all the glitz, glamour, and anointing and fire. If I hear something shady about a particular pastor, we're not meeting. We're not chopping it up. I wouldn't want just that. I wouldn't want to be.
Just be careful.
And also, I want to hate that.
Yeah.
Can I at least hate that?
That's good, bro.
Can I at least see that as detestable? And if I lose that sense of hating infidelity and hating unfaithfulness, then that's where sin creeps in. So, and or if I'm moving quiet. No, angikwatelanga. Ungithola la ngishiye khona.
Yeah, noma ngikwatele ngizophuma ekamereni uzophola.
Nazo. Yes. And that helps you. And sometimes we don't check environments, and environments will expose you.
Stop, bro.
You're not as strong as you think you are.
No.
Because you're in safe environment. The moment you shift and move from your environment, uzovela black. Uzophuma mfana. Good, he's not as humble and self-controlled as he thought he was.
Yeah, exactly, dog. Man, there's a couple of threads that came out from that story. So there's an episode we did with Lebu, and I had the privilege of just walking with that couple as well. And particularly his wife, just before they got married. And similar thing with you. One time, God was like, here's my son, whom I'm well
still
pleased
saying,
with.
I didn't. My wife, after we say, what happened?
Yeah.
Both of us, we say, what happened?
Yeah.
She cried. I felt bad. I didn't enjoy. Vanna, the Lord didn't, at least 5 times, Nyana, Lord, just to. Yeah, it's crazy.
Nothing,
So
I'm like, there's that thread, which I'd still want us to visit now. Yeah. But what you keep repeating now, I didn't even enjoy the thing. Right? I'm like, and this is where I want us to be now. Yep. That the thing that's enjoyable is the thrill.
Yes.
It's a bit hot, but oh man, this is I want to go back.
Yeah.
Let's see how much I can hold this hot thing. Oh, it's hot. Okay, right. The thrill of how far can we push this boundary? We're just playing FIFA. How far can we push the boundary of Abuti, Ndwana, baby?
Yeah, and you living at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
We were friends. Used to leave at 12 a.m. 2 a.m. and nothing happened.
Yeah. And the friend is the cloak that we use to justify. Nothing is gonna happen.
Yeah.
We were friends.
Yeah.
And so you, the thing that's enjoyable. Because as much as sin is horrible, sin is enjoyable.
Yes. True.
It's horrible.
No, true.
But nobody would keep on going back to it if it wasn't
not enjoyable.
Enjoyable, right? Yeah. Chocolate is enjoyable. Eat too much of it, you're gonna die.
Exactly.
Right? Sin works in a similar way, right? McDonald's is amazing. Have too much of it.
And we know that it's terrible, but we love it.
Yeah.
We feel bad after, but man,
right? And so you but the thing is just this boundary pushing,
Yeah.
boundary pushing. How would you help somebody watching this now?
Yeah.
Right? They in the process of courting, they engaged, and it's in that period where we justify, but we've already engaged, we've committed, most.
Hey, engaged couples now.
It's jumping. We're gonna be having it.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah. So and how do you help them think through how do they hate this enjoyable process of pushing the boundary consistently?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Black Newborn here, That Husband Podcast. Some of you been asking us, man, when are you dropping merch? I'm like, where have you been, dog, if you don't know that we got merch, all right? Go on our online store, thathusband.com, and you can find our merch right there. We got that official black That Husband hoodie. Now, super dope, super clean. You know what it is? If you wear it in the streets, people will know who you represented. That Husband, all right? But man, let me tell you, it's unisex. Anybody can wear it, but if you wear it, that spirit of the real daughter is gonna come out, and all the affirmations about the right kind of daughter that you want to be. I rock this thing. It's gonna be super dope. If you don't have game and you're a husband, just buy this hoodie, man. And as soon as you walk into your house, your wife is gonna be like, in daughter, I'm a daughter, right? And if you're a wife, rock this, and your daughter will love you. If you're not married, telling you, this is how you get in daughter. Just saying, right? Purchase this, man. It's currently on special, $400. You can get it on our online store. Make sure that you're rocking that. But man, that's not the only thing we got. Man, for all of you who like your fitted caps, you want to look super dope, let me tell you right now, we got this failing forward. Now, we're not just Popeyes or clowns or punks that just fail. We are failing pambili, failing forward, man. We're making sure that we're not staying where we are because we are husbands who are trying to know better so that we can do better. Go rock this. It's going to be super dope, man. The streets will know who you is. I'd make sure that South African sun is not hitting your pretty face so that you are rocking up and becoming the kind of daughter that your wife wants. But you can also rock this if you're a woman as well, man. It's for everybody, right? One of our interns rocks it, and in fact, now she's gotten a lot of DMs. Let me just tell you, her name is, let me not say, alright? But it's super dope, super dope, super dope. We keep it moving. We also got super incredible cups, alright? Man, you grab this, not me, get into the office, let them know that you are representing that husband. Hey, what is it? What is it? Tell me. AMARSS. I'm telling you, dog. This is better than a Stanley, son. It's better than a Stanley. Keeps your warm water warm. It keeps your cold water cold. Oh, man, dog. Buy this thing, dog. And it's gonna be super dope. Get it right now. I'm just telling you, son. Super sick, eh? How do you help them think through how do they hate this enjoyable process of pushing the boundary consistently?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There are two things I will say, and I always say this even with the couples that we do premarital counseling with. Funny enough, there's a couple that the guy's going to Lobola very soon. Both of them are virgins. They were also friends, which is beautiful. The guy says there was a time, especially now, since I know what I want to do, where I felt like, man, let me just. There were edges all of a sudden, and that's how life is. And the lady said, the thing I will say is that don't trust yourself. The guy, don't trust yourself. And I will say to the lady, hate who he can become. Don't be mesmerized. Don't be attracted to who he is. Hate who he can become in that space. Upumekas where you'll hear guys saying, Marambali when I'm tanned because he becomes something else, Mvana. All of a sudden he becomes
love.
I've kept myself. Wow. Bongani. How? I thought, why? Because he's becoming something you never. In that space, you will see flames, Mvana. So the ladies must always see him for who he can become. If you guys come to that.
And hate it.
Hate that. Say, I don't want to see that side of him. And you as a gent, don't trust yourself. Don't trust yourself to invite her to your space. Don't trust yourself to invite her for a sleepover. Don't trust yourself to have... After I fail, I realized I'm going to stay geet until Mshat. That's how much I didn't trust myself, because the moment I have an apartment, she's gonna visit.
She's gonna come.
Let me say, I'm telling you now, Black, I was gonna invite her. I'm saying this with my chest.
Yeah.
She was gonna come.
Yeah.
But Gitu Zuzaganja.
Yeah.
Because I was sleeping on the floor. I didn't have a room. Glory to Jesus for that.
Come on now.
Right? So if she
Shout out to my
comes,
two rooms.
my 2 rooms will save you. Again, the environment. Glory to God. So don't, bro. If you know you have an apartment, you drive a cool car, already those are weapons formed against you. That car will be your demise. They will prosper. That car will prosper. It will be your demise. Those seeds will be turned to a bed. That apartment. So don't trust yourself. Limit as much interaction in private spaces as possible. I know it sounds old school, but meet in public spaces. There's nothing, I don't care how much self-control you have, there's nothing that will come from private spaces. You must not trust yourself. Don't put yourself in that place. Sexual sin is one of those sins we don't pray, fight, resist, we flee.
Run away, bro.
That's the best
You
way
don't
to deal with
negotiate.
it. You don't negotiate.
Yeah, 100.
Because the moment you lock that door, my brother, you yourself are gone. My sister, you yourself is gone. The moment it takes off the belt, you know, there's often this running thing in cars, which I'm keep it banned with the deal. And it's true. To say if it's like a band, the moment lip puma a band, I was on. So those are things that tell me that Vadekas, and these things are true. But in Tohana, Yabona Magayala, if she says no, push. The moment the belt comes off, you're gone. And that's true. Or the moment she sits in that bed and she allows you to lock the room, she's gone, right? And those things are still true.
It's crazy, man.
So don't put yourself in those awkward positions. But also, ladies, this guy, when he wants that thing, he's a monster. He was engineered to have this desire. It's not a sinful desire to want to be intimate with the opposite sex that you're attracted to. It's part of your wiring. And realize you need this in marriage.
Yes.
You're going to need to be attracted to your wife in marriage. You're going to need to be intimate with your wife in marriage. You are attracted to this person. So it's okay that when you look at her in that space, you want to do something to her. You are wired that way. So then don't put yourself in that position until you guys are married. And one thing I've seen that Satan does, which is always crazy, when you guys are not married, before marriage, he pushes you guys to be intimate. After marriage, it becomes difficult for you guys to be intimate. It can't be a coincidence. It can't be. So you must always know how to navigate those spaces.
It's good, bro.
And just leave it for honeymoon. I'm telling you, is as good.
It's like better.
But also we need to also be honest. We're dealing with people that are starting to think like the world. Who are saying no, but how can I buy it if I've not, test driven?
Yeah, sure.
My brother, you wore that T-shirt without fitting it on. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can. How
many times do you go to Pick and Pay and just buy the bread without tasting it?
You didn't even read the ingredients. You didn't even read the expiry date. You just ate. And next thing you're told that thing was killing people. Like, really? I just ate. So it's not an excuse.
Sure.
And ladies must not fall for that. If he doesn't love you, even despite the things that he can't see, know, or touch, then he's not your guy.
It's not the one, man.
So don't play there. Gents, don't trust yourself. Ladies, hate who he can become when you guys get there. He's a monster. Bro. He's gonna say things, he's gonna do things. Don't take
to get
yourself
that thing.
there.
And then you do, and then you come to your sober moment and you're like, and like
that's always a thing.
The
guilt, the remorse. And it pains me, Black, because also one thing you see is that the gents will do that to the ladies they're in relationships with. When he sobers up, and this is what I always say to ladies, when guys take salvation upon themselves, they don't play games. Ladies can be saved and still, no, we can do this, I'm defending, whatever. When a guy gets saved, he doesn't compromise. What he will do, you guys will play games. The moment he wants a wife, he will not come for you. Will come for that one who prays, that one who abstained. So also you are giving him access to something that he's going to later reject. Because for him it was, I need to keep him. When he sobers up, he's not going to marry you. He's not going to marry a woman who compromises. He's going to go for that one. And we see this time. I've seen this in my lifetime. I'm sure you have. And next thing we're saying, brothers is inja. Why should we? We call them by names. No, you just gave him too much access. And the moment he realized that, hey, there's a better life out there,
man,
he went for the person who would give him a lifetime, not a person who would give him intimacy. In the Yeah, I mean, intimacy, you will get it on the other side. But if I'm trying to build a family, I'm going for a woman who will say no. The one who says no, I want to build a family. Yeah,
let's go.
That one will build me a home. This one was too easily accessible. We'll build an intimate life, but we'll never build a marriage. And you see that time and time again. Yeah.
Desmond Tutu's famous words: "I am warning you. Better wash out.
Wash out.
Wash out.
Wash. It was watch. It must wash out.
Wash out.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I am warning you.
It is crazy.
Shucks, bro.
It is crazy.
The guilt of that moment, bro.
Yeah.
You spoke about people pleasing.
Yeah.
How do you navigate the moment you see that's what God is doing?
Yeah.
The moment God is like, yo, that's the idol.
Yeah.
And we're gonna dethrone this thing.
Yes.
What's happening to you when you come face to face with that? Because with people who love to please other people, it's crushing when that thing is going to be taken away. Because if that thing is taken away, who am I?
Yes.
How do I show up? Because I need to perform.
Yes.
Right. So when you come face to face with that, what's going on in your mind?
Sure.
And then how are you dealing with? Okay, we need to kill this idol.
Yeah.
Underneath that,
yeah,
love this woman.
Yeah.
I want to marry her.
Yeah.
And God now has exposed the very thing
yeah.
that I am holding on to, which is loving her. I want to be her husband.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile those two
things?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think one thing that was helpful, or at least something I was able to realize in that moment, was that ministry was never my idol in that time.
Okay.
I've never been someone who's drawn to the pulpit. I'm not drawn to the stage. But the Lord had to reveal that to me. So the least of my worries was losing the influence in terms of ministry, not preaching in church. That was the least of my worries.
Sure.
And till this day, I'm not drawn to that. There are people where if they don't preach, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm okay.
Sure.
If I don't go here and there and preach in that I'm okay. Dude, I'm okay. So I think the Lord had to establish that and make me see that. Now, the second thing that was an idol definitely was people pleasing, which I didn't realize, but it was true. And I think even me confessing to my pastor, it was an element of people pleasing. Because I was far more concerned with being repentant towards him than God. And that's why the guilt, the shame was still with the people and not with God. There's something that Saul does after, he kills Agag, after he captures Agag and the Amalekites, and he doesn't kill the king, and God said he must slaughter everything. And he takes the spoil, and God said slaughter everything. And when Samuel comes and says, hey, bro, what are you doing? He says something very important. He says, I was afraid of the people. And God disqualified him then and there.
Immediately, bro.
The throne went to David.
Yeah.
He was afraid of the people. He might not have realized it, but when the people were demanding certain things from him, because he's this great king who's never lost a battle, for him to keep that reputation, he had to disobey God for the sake of people. Even when he speaks to Samuel, his repentance is more towards restore me back to a position where God will bless my sons, not restore me to God himself. So his repentance was still not to God, but to himself and people. And I think that was me. I was a Saul for a time where I was afraid of people. That's why I condemned myself. That's why I felt the way I felt. It was not God. God forgives. God loves unconditionally. That was not my problem. I did not have a theological problem. I had a problem with people. How will they see me? How will they perceive me? And I think that is something that the Lord had to deliver me out of. And again, in hindsight, I speak the words of Joseph. What I meant for evil, God meant for good. That was a redemptive moment for me. Because the reason why I don't fear people today in that sense, of course, you can't be all perfect. There are moments where like, hey. But the reason why I'm not always afraid of people, what they think of me, was that moment. God delivered me there. To say there's no shame like that shame that will make you be afraid of people. There's nothing now that is as grave and humiliating as that thing that must make you say, yo, yazing sababo black. Right? So the Lord had to use that moment to redeem me from that idol of people pleasing. And that's why when I married my wife later then, I really, really was excited. And I'm not afraid to speak about my story because I did things in the glory and the name of the Lord then. After I realized, man, people are just people. And sometimes our fear of people stays with us, not with people.
Yeah, bro.
It's in your head, bro.
Bro.
People are worried about themselves.
Yeah, but good dealing now.
But I don't have. This is playing in your mind. You are the one who's thinking my pastor's not going to look you just. Your pastor gives you saying, come and preach. You're like, no, but how dare, dude? This guy's moved on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I also realized this was me. It was my own Tommy. Let me say this. Even after we got married, the earlier years of our marriage, this came back. Because now I was starting to feel like, I hope people don't think I got married to her because I didn't love her. Now that's the second thing. Where now it's me. No, I loved her. Guys, I loved her. When people say, oh, yeah, I have to tell them the story. And then I have to always say, oh, by the way, the reason why we didn't get married then is because, and I have to also always justify my decisions. And I remember in that point in time, I went back and just felt depressed. My wife became strong in that moment.
Wow, bro.
Mankala, she was saying to me, we'll be fine.
Wow, bro.
We are experiencing a season where I have to affirm her. Dude, after that, she affirmed me for like years. To say, no, it's okay. I love you. You are fine. And I struggled. And she was the person holding the torch. I don't know how, bro. Like, I always say, you were strong. You handled the embarrassment and the scandal better than me.
Way better.
She walked with her head high. Yes, she was ashamed, but she said, hey, man, I was struggling. I was hiding. I didn't speak. I didn't go to certain places. I didn't. She stood tall and said, hey, man, it is what it is.
Bro.
Even after we got married, she was excited. I still had to justify. So I think the Lord then also used that moment to make me realize, hey, man, there will be seasons in marriage where she might have to be the stronger one. And I think I appreciate that more. And I'm able to lean more on her in seasons where I'm not the dopest guy. I'm not the guy who knows everything. I'm weak. I'm insecure. I'm frail in certain parts. And she has to be the one who says, no, we got this.
Bro.
I am Lentomaza.
It's good, bro. Yeah.
Actually, the only person who I ask feedback from after I preach is her.
Yeah.
People can come, that was good. That doesn't do anything. I ask her why, because I've learned that true affirmation must come from the person you do life with. Affirmation from the world is noise. Can build pride or actually make you want to hide.
And it's fluff.
It's fluff.
Yeah, sure.
We'll high five you because you came and preached. We'll high five you. But the person can truly tell you, is your wife, to say, you did too much there. That was not you. We don't speak like that.
You're preaching for yourself.
You're preaching for yourself. Why did you change your message? You wanted to rock the crowd. People back share, that was the best message. Ati, why didn't you preach what you prepared?
Yeah.
So you wanted to get them with quotables and punchlines. Why? Bro. They want to know, but no. So yeah, that taught me.
That's good, bro.
A whole lot of things that, hey man, this is the person I need to lean in more into. Yeah. But also, she's not coming here as the weaker vessel in a sense that she has nothing to offer.
Sure.
In fact, there are times where she'll offer more than I can give. And as a man who is taught to be a provider, I must embrace seasons where she has more to provide than me. And just be settled in the fact that there are times where she'll have to speak to the marriage more than me. Hold the torch, lift up the weight more than me. And it's okay.
Bro. That's good.
Yeah.
Man, that's so profound, bro.
Yeah.
And it's I know it's definitely gonna help a lot of people. Just having to share your story and bear your scars in that way.
Sure.
And what you're reminding me of is that, this life thing is not long, but it's also long.
Yeah,
right? It's not long in that, 75 years is not a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
In hindsight, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for us who are like now clocking
Ah,
halfway and we're like,
hey.
if you're supposed to live for 75 years according to the Bible,
Also,
then I'm
that's
like,
yeah.
if God graces you that much,
Yeah.
then you're like, it's not actually that long though.
Mm,
But it's long in the sense that you can make mistakes
yeah.
and know that those shouldn't define you for the rest of your life.
That's so
Like
good.
literally, it's just a moment.
That's so good, bro.
And the moment happened. Yes, there were other fires that came as a result of that moment.
Mm,
But man, like you 6 years in, your boy is 7, you have a second kid,
Yeah.
you know, God is blessing your family, your ministry.
yeah. Sure.
But had you done anything stupid,
Oh, bro.
you would have done something stupid for that one moment.
Going
bro.
back to that thing, yeah.
Bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, life is long, but it's not long as well. You know,
That's good.
so
Sure.
just take a moment
Yeah.
and think this
Yeah.
is just a moment. You know,
Yes.
it's gonna pass. You know, I've lived long enough to know that
Yeah.
things just don't stay the same.
Yes.
You know, good or bad.
Yes.
So
Sure.
I need to
That's good, bro.
I just have a long term
good, bro.
perspective when it comes
Yeah.
to this life thing.
Sure. That's good, bro.
You guys then go plant a church together, bro.
Hey, Van.
That's where we both are.
Mm-hmm.
But you,
Yeah.
So
I'm looking, I'm watching with my popcorn,
Hey,
praying for you.
Hey, but I know it.
And I know the movie's gonna end well. That's
I
why I'm
know
eating my
it.
popcorn.
Yeah.
But it's actually interesting to see someone in your line of work saying, "Hey, we were there."
Yeah.
And I want to see how they navigate this season.
You launched in August,
We launched in August.
or at least you started.
Yeah, we started in August, but pre-launch you work, man.
Yeah. You do a lot of things.
You do a lot of us already, but we started in August.
Yeah.
My daughter was turning 1 year old, 1 year old the following day.
Bro,
So I always struggle, bro, to say, oh, we must not celebrate the church's
Church birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
I must never. With a girl child, I must never. So
Yeah.
the Lord must just give me wisdom there.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
So we launching in August as well.
Yeah.
You the first week of August.
August is powerful, my friend.
Yeah, no, come on, bro.
Is it the 9th month? 8th?
8th, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to be deep. But
Yeah. Well, you're gonna speak about birthday.
Yeah, you know, 9 months. Almost. Yeah.
I hear you. I was born in August as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
was it? But I don't think it's a birthday thing.
nah, it's not.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
No, it's not.
You're a man. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't say that. Yeah. Sure.
Nah, it was. We chose August.
Yeah.
I mean, we prayed about it, but from the time we said yes,
Yeah.
I needed a couple of months to kind of put things in place, and then August seemed like the next plausible month to start stuff, so that we can give ourselves a year to launch the following August.
Good.
So
that's good. Bro.
So we're launching this August 30th.
Let's go.
God willingly.
Let's go.
Yeah,
bro.
2026.
Let's go.
But I see, and I've been in ministry for 12 years, and obviously it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
When you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing just how you guys are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, like you guys need to give us tips. Not even just about the plant.
Yeah.
I saw, I don't know when it was, but you guys were on holiday, you and your wife.
Yeah.
And your post said, like it's good for you to take rest, and you wanted to thank the Christians, right?
Yeah.
At your church for encouraging you guys to go. Why is it important for that relationship to happen, that your church would find it beneficial that you guys take time?
Yeah.
When most congregants are like, no, Mfundis wait, he has to be here every day.
Yeah.
Right? Why is it important to have that relationship where they want you guys to go away? They want you guys to keep your candle burning. They want you guys to fill your cups. Yeah. Why is your marriage very important to the work that God has called you to do? Yeah.
I think my resolve has always been, I'm willing to fail in ministry if it means it'll be for the success of my marriage.
Yeah.
I've seen
hundreds, bro.
Growing up in church, I've seen pastors who have cheated on their wives with the church.
With the church, bro.
Loving the church more than their wives, loving the church more than their kids, and forgetting that they need to constantly invest themselves in their marriage. And that is something that from day one I wanted to be intentional about.
Sure.
I must not love the church more than I love my wife.
It's good, bro.
The church actually is married to Christ, so each to their own.
Yeah. She has her breakthrough.
If all fails, I say, Lord, your wife is doing things, deal with your wife. Right? Let me go to mine, right? That is not my wife, dude. Sure. I am just here to steward and make sure she's without blemish and spot.
You're a wedding planner.
Yeah, I'm a wedding planner. But ultimately, you know, she's going to go to be with her husband.
Sure.
You know, I'm just making sure spots are covered, you know. So that has always been my resolve. I'm willing, and I say this with my chest, I'm willing to fail in ministry if it means it will be for the success of my marriage.
Sure, bro.
I'm willing to shut the doors of the church close if it means that the door of my wife's heart is forever open to me.
Come on, bro.
And I think that is why that is important. I think we were saying this off camera that I don't touch Mondays. Monday I tinto. Until lady will say I'm tinto. Nena, Monday I tinto. Monday is for me and my wife.
That's good, bro.
I always say this: if someone is choking and they need influence to come and pray, I'll see them tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not dead.
Yes.
Shout out.
If a marriage is failing, just make sure she doesn't leave the house until we see you tomorrow.
Tuesday.
I can't compromise.
Good,
I can't compromise. And one thing I've seen, for me personally, I become a better pastor when my wife loves me well. I thrive in ministry. My preaching is better when my wife is happy. When she's not, I can't. I pray well when my wife is good. In fact, she knows this, and I always say this, that use this as a way. If me and my wife have a disagreement and I have to go and pray, the moment she hears me pray, she knows I'm coming. Because I can't pray.
Yeah, sure.
I sound like a hypocrite. You are holy. And I'm like, you are praying from a bitter heart. Your wife is not happy with you. I quickly come and say, I'm sorry, can we talk? Because for me to be successful in what I'm doing for the Lord, I need to be successful in the home. Because that's my first ministry. If I'm not succeeding in the home, then I'm failing. And sometimes we think if I'm succeeding in ministry, I'm succeeding everywhere. No, if I succeed in the home, I succeed everywhere. Even with the failing ministry, if I'm succeeding in the home, and I'm happy, we're moving. You know what I mean? So that's where my joy, my strength, my power, the gift that you see here, chilling, relaxed with a shirt, with a t-shirt that I knew where, you know, who knows is going to go back home and find a warm meal, thrives. So for me, that has always been that. And I think, I'll be honest, bro, I didn't always get things right. My wife was tired for the most part. The Lord has just graced us in terms of growth and all of that. And I love the Lord for that, and I don't complain. But sometimes growth is a bad thing. In a sense that when growth finds you ill-prepared, then it exposes certain things in you. We were thinking, it's going to move slowly, but surely. But the acceleration of the growth made me realize that I was slightly far more concerned with stabilizing things in the church, that even if that came at the detriment of the home being not being stable, I'm willing to stabilize this first, then I'll come and balance this. To say, hey, no, but let's make sure we have venue. But we have not had a date in 4 months.
Bro.
Let's just make sure Sunday's program is sorted. But what about the program for the kids on Saturday? Right. So that exposed me to say, your hand is slightly there. Your thinking is slightly there. Your praying is slightly there. I'm not going to lie. I was praying more for the church than I was for my marriage.
For your marriage, bro.
Because growth exposed me. I always thought, no, marriage first and what. And also then my wife struggled because expectations are high. One of the things that I'm seeing, especially with us who plant with platforms, you'll have people who come there for you, not for your wife. And you are this dope guy and your wife has to measure up. And now your wife deals with that and expectations that when she holds the mic, she must sound like Black. When she talks, she must sound like Black. When she must be a female version of me.
Bro.
So she was struggling with that.
man.
She was struggling with that. Remember, new thing, new mom, new home, new space, ministry, all these things. Me also, new shift in career.
Yeah, man.
And now there's an expectation that she must be this awesome person. And also you have people who came here for me, not for her. So you find after church, some people are coming to talk to me, not her. So I had to be intentional. I had to go in there to say, hey, Bazalwan, this is my wife. And I had to instill that in the church very early. What we did pre-launch, whenever we had online services, I would make sure that my wife leads prayer, then I preach.
That's good.
So people got familiar with her voice, familiar with who she is. And I always invited people to talk to her if you need anything. And I use this excuse, which is true. I'm terrible with responding, Bazalwane. So if you want a response, this is your best person. And today, I will sometimes feel like people love her more than me in a good way. That people are just drawn to her.
That's good, bro.
And that's exactly what has provided balance. I see people after church going to speak to her, not me, because they've realized, hey, there are two people in this place. It's not just Gift with all these things happening. His wife is also part and parcel of this. And she doesn't have to be a preacher wife, power. She just has to be herself, show up. And hey, we love her as she is. So ministry does expose you. It does uncover your home. You become more devotional in church than you are in your home. You realize, hey man, I don't do Bible study in my home. I'm always doing Bible study in the Bazalwane.
Outside, bro.
I'm always counseling people about their marriages, but my marriage, there's no investment. And dude, it was hard. It was hard. My wife would cry herself to sleep sometimes because I'm just never around. I'm not as present. And I had to be intentional.
That's good, bro.
That's where it went to scheduling. If it's not on the schedule, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And scheduling doesn't sound spiritual. It sounds carnal. It sounds...
And it's actually the most spiritual thing.
And it's the most spiritual thing. To say, Bazalwane, I'm not going to respond. I'd rather church head you, need blue ticks, but I'm with my family and you can't touch me when I'm with my family. So that was a bumpy road. And yes, we are still figuring it out, but I would say we are on our way there. I've seen life in her. I've seen her enjoy this more. And Abazalwane also were kind enough because of that instilling. I think they were kind enough to say, we want you, Noma Mfundisi, to go and just have rest. So we didn't sponsor. They actually surprised us with that. They said, no, you guys must go. You have been shepherding us faithfully.
Sure, man.
You've given us your life. You guys go and do your thing.
Man.
Such all amfana.
Come on, bro.
Such all asakhohlwa ngabazalwane. And that is important for a married man who has a family, a wife they love, that they must never prioritize Christ's wife more than their own.
Come on, bro. Yeah. Jesus is a better husband to you.
Yeah.
He's bright than I'd ever be, bro.
He knows her needs.
Yep. More than me. More than me, bro. Exactly. How long after you had launched did they send you away for that? And I ask because there's a guy named Chris Moore who's planted a church in Phoenix. Yeah. And I saw shortly after that launch, and they went on holiday.
Hey.
And I was like, yeah.
Your holiday's coming for this.
I receive.
December, something will happen. Yeah.
But I was like, man, that's a goal I'm aspiring to.
That's good, bro.
That, a lot of church planters, we all, no, you got to grind first. And I'm like, yo, man, like, bro, the only thing that has convinced me, at least got me to entertain the thought of quitting.
Sure.
Is the possibility of failing to love my wife the way she needs and deserves at the expense of me loving the church more.
Yes, sir.
That's the first time I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this thing, bro.
Yes.
Not doing this thing.
That's a beautiful resolve.
Bro, that thing weighed heavy on my heart. Yes. And I was like, yeah, like, so people are going to compare my wife to me. They're going to want her to be something that God hasn't called her to.
Sarah Jakes.
I was like, we're not doing this thing. Okay? Yeah. You're like, God, this is your pride.
Yes.
Listen, I'm just an interim pastor.
Yeah.
You'll find Gift. Gift will produce more disciples. I'm not doing this thing, bro.
And he went and he...
Yeah, bro. I was like, I am not doing this thing if it means that my wife will have to be sacrificed at the altar of building this church. I'm not doing that, bro.
Sure.
And so I am like putting it front, and that's why I'm even
Sure.
asking you. I'm putting it front and center, bro, and I'm making it public,
bro.
and I'm telling the
That's
team,
good, bro.
I would not,
That's good, bro.
not, bro. I love my wife more than I love the church. Jesus
Yes.
loves his church more than me,
Yes.
and he's more equipped
Yes.
to. He's the head of that. I'm
Oh,
the head of
definitely
this
one.
household,
I'll
right?
account for this one.
For this one,
Yes.
yeah. When I meet him, the first thing is
Yeah.
asking me is not how I handled his church.
Yeah, how many people came?
Yeah.
No.
No, he's gonna ask me how this one that he gave me, how did I do with her?
Exactly.
And then after I get a beating for what I did
Then
here,
we can move on.
then he'll come beat me
Yeah.
for his church, right?
Exactly.
But I'm like, hey, let me try and sort out the one so I don't get too much of a beating this side,
Exactly.
right?
Because that beating is gonna be harsh.
It's gonna be harsh, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
harsh.
then for his church, I'll be like, but homie, that's like you were the head.
You saw.
I'm just the wedding
Yeah.
planner. You know, I was just.
I tried.
I was moving chairs. I was telling you sit there, you sit
Yeah.
there. But
I was working with the budget.
yeah,
I didn't have even.
saw-
You saw the resources not coming.
I love them, but you love them more. You love them better, right? So I'm like, bro, what advice would you have for me, bro? Like crucial things I need to think about going into this church plant with, and I say this very deliberately, and I even plug the church with my wife in the middle, right?
Sure.
And I say that to say that one, I never want to confuse my priorities. Love my wife.
Yes.
I will, that husband is Jesus.
Yes.
And I aspire to be that husband.
Yes.
But I can't be that husband if I misalign my priorities. So as a good man.
Qalile.
What was, if you'd give me a playbook, bro?
Yeah.
These are the things you need to look after or look out for.
Yeah.
And let me phrase this very deliberately.
Yeah.
These are the things you need to look out for to love your wife well in the process of planting a church.
Sure.
Right? Not these are the things you need to look out for in the process of planting the church in order to love your wife. No. What should I look out for in order to love my wife? That's the goal. The goal is to love my wife well in the process of planting a church.
Yeah. Sure. That's good, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a loaded question. I'll pick from some of the stuff that I'm still wrestling through and trying to do.
Sure.
But also some of the things that I know I need to work towards myself. The first thing is prioritize your wife above the church. So it's your wife, then the church. The hierarchy must be very clear. Sure. In fact, your wife, your kids, then the church. The hierarchy must be very clear and not mixed. You're not waking up at 2 a.m. to go and do something, knowing that your wife needs your help at 4 a.m. You're not going to have lunch with a couple on Sunday, knowing that your wife cooked a warm meal for you guys to come and talk. You're not making that mistake. Your wife is a priority. But also, number two, let the church see at least that your wife is a priority. Because sometimes we become very secretive. So she's a priority to you, but we don't know that she's a priority to you. So when you act in a favor, we think that you are just being choosy. We're thinking that I'll favor Mfazwak because Mfazwak. No, the church must know that, guys, when it comes to this one, I don't play here. Right? And there are different ways of communicating that. Sure, but one of the ways is how you treat her, even in their presence. One of the things we do as pastors is that we entrust a lot of people in the church with our heart in front of the church than our wife. We say, Sis Banbani, there's this sister at church that we work closely. She called me when I was speaking to Sis Kinele. We work in finances. Sis Kinele, she's this superstar. That's all I speak about. She does this, she does that. So
you're saying that in front of the church?
Yes. Sure. When you preach, demeanor and how you are, no, she's there. And then why should we take your wife seriously if you don't? You know what I mean? So clearly this is the woman who keeps the ball rolling. So you need to intentionally also make the church know that this is the most important person in my life. Yeah. But also I'm willing to leave you guys for this person. So you prioritize your wife. Secondly, you prioritize your family. Yeah. Time spent in church with your kids is not time spent with your kids.
That thing is crucial before you move on.
Yeah.
I'm willing to leave you for my wife.
Oh, yes.
Shut up,
Yes.
bro.
Yes. It must be clear.
I told my wife that we're gonna have a subscription to Uber. Meh.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody crosses those lines,
Yeah.
I'll gladly pay. The subscription, yeah.
Yes.
Need address.
Yes.
Hambagin.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
100%.
I move. I will always joke with the guys. I say, if my wife is pregnant, Bazalan, ningang blame me if I leave you guys for like 2 months and I find someone because I'm spending time with my wife.
Yeah, sure.
Those are the things that people must hear constantly.
Sure.
To say I'm not in love with the pulpit than I am with my wife. The church will go. If you guys want to leave, hey man, maybe this was not your home. If you came here for me, bad news, there might be times where you don't find me because I'm with my wife. If she is sick, I'm not gonna leave her stranded at home. Maybe her mom can come. Of course, there must be wisdom there. But I must make sure that she's attended to first. So that must always be clear. I'm willing to shut the doors of this church if it means that she's not cared for. Number 2, the kids.
Kids, bro.
Again, we make the mistake of thinking just because kids come to us at church and we spend time in the context of church, that is quality time with the kids. That's not. That's Sunday school. That's you being the pastor. That's you at work. I always say this: pastors work on Sundays.
Yeah, no, we do.
When we are talking on Sunday.
We do.
Yeah. So there's nothing where you are like, oh, but I was with you. You were not with your wife.
No.
You were at work.
Yeah.
You were not with anyone. You were just at work. So then say, no, but baby, I was with you at church. I am tired. You make time for the kids. Because also that's how kids then come and resent the church. And that must be intentional.
Bro.
Spending quality time with your kids outside of church, but also including them in the church so that they see the beauty of church.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the things that I do, I always try to intentionally not see my kids at church on Sunday. So in Sunday school, I never go and check him. I never. So that he just forgets he's a PK, man. And because also you need to be on it. When you come, other kids will, because the pastor is here. Don't. He must grow up thinking that I'm also like other kids.
Sure.
But then that's not quality time. Me and him must still kick the ball. Me and him must still have our quality time, play Xbox. Me and him must do devotion. And then I'll say this lastly. You must not do Bible study in the church if you have not mastered Bible study with your wife. I'm not saying Bible study with family.
Yeah.
I'm saying Bible study with your wife. You and your wife must have devotional connection together. You can't pour into everyone else before you pour into your wife. And that's what we do. Sabafundis.
Yeah.
We preach, we get invited.
Yeah.
And your wife is starved.
Bro.
Preacher, pastor, steward in the church, but not in the home. And I've seen the beauty of that when we do devotions together. Yes, I pray that I can perfect that, but she enjoys when we do devotions together. One of the things that I used to do, which was a great mistake, I would throw books at her to say, oh, read this book, it will help you. Until I realized the power of going through the book with her. There's this book called Church Planting Wife. You said you read it or something.
No. You told me about it.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember who said they read it. And they said, I gave it to my wife to read it. I said, mistake.
Yeah.
I said, read it with your wife.
The title says
yes.
Church Planting.
So that if there are issues there, where the wife says, my husband left me for the church, she can say,
where now?
What do you think?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Go through. Go through.
It's crazy.
So that she feels included, but also she knows that you are present. But also you become aware of the ills and the tough stuff that she's going to encounter. Because Mom Fundisi, she's going to be expected to be the hero. Yeah. But also, because of a new church plant, she will have to be a hero. She will have to know what's happening with the kids. She'll have to know do we have water? Do we have lights? Is coffee warm? Unfortunately, she has to be in that space. But then you can't just be the guy who's on the pulpit shining. Make sure that you fuel her in the home so that when she's in the world, she knows how to pour into people and fuel them for the gospel work.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was chatting to a couple of guys yesterday, and that's same stat that has been going around, that pastors are the most loneliest people.
That's so true, bro.
Yeah, because of the assumption that because we're with people, then we must have some connections. And it's like, no, like most pastors are super lonely. In fact, in America, with the partner group, I think it is 73% of pastors that contemplate quitting, every year.
Sure.
And that number keeps increasing, where guys are just like, nah, bro,
this is not for me.
Yeah, because it's a lonely job,
Yeah.
right? Just because I sat down with you and did counseling, people think we had. No, I was boring.
Bengisebenza
Things
lapha.
fine.
Yeah.
Pouring out, go and I preach. It's a room full of people, but
Yeah.
I'm pouring out,
Yeah.
That's why, bro, after preaching, you are finished
Black,
physically.
bro.
Like you are done,
Dude.
done. Right?
Yo.
And it's like, no, but you preached, there were people in the room. After service, you spoke to at least 10
They
people.
came and said,
They
"Oh, Pastor
came.
Black."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw you have coffee with this one at Starbucks on a Tuesday.
Ah.
You met with your team to
Yeah.
discuss what the service was.
You met with Pastor Gift.
Yes, you
Yeah.
met with,
Can't even come in conference. It was not friendship.
it wasn't friendship.
Yeah.
It
True.
was not friendship, bro.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you doing exactly what we're saying you shouldn't do. You go home, and your home is a space for you to rest, not to be with your wife, because I'm sure you're tired of just pouring out, and now you want to go be in your little corner and kind of refill again so that you can go out and pour.
Yes.
And so even at home, you're lonely.
Yeah, true.
And not because of your wife's fault, but
No.
because you haven't set up systems and a culture in your home that says, hey, like this is priority, this is number one.
So true.
So you're coming into, recoup and being your,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
leave the world.
bro, at the end of this thing,
Sure.
and we are so, manje, bro, I'm lonely. I don't have anybody. I don't have, and that obviously affects your own devotional life, etc., etc. So I'm like, man,
Also
like,
true,
we need to do better in that regard. You know, we need to do better, bro. So
every minister, you need friends in this game, bro.
totally, brother.
And not friends that you meet and always talk about church planting. You talk about life. You talk about everything else. And I would even go to the extent of saying you need different kinds of friends. You need playful friends. But let's go and play soccer. I mean, in Kenya, some of the guys were playing soccer. That's a good chunk of people you need.
Sure.
Then you need our black who are going to talk about theology. And then you need someone who's going to talk about Mary. You need all kinds of friends. Because as pastors, as you're saying, you're lonely. But also, it's tough because you also struggle to find friendships from the people you are leading. Because people are afraid to see you in a different light.
In a different light,
yeah,
bro.
Manje sengizomtshela ukuthi uyahlanya. Any joke. Or sengizothi mfundisi,
or we can't even call you Gift.
Yeah.
Hey, mfundisi.
And like calling you by name, it just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
So you need friends.
you do,
and people are available. And sometimes we need to put ourselves out there. Even though I'm someone who loves to keep to my space. I'm big on friendships.
Yeah, sure.
I'm big on friendships. So people close to my life that I meet, talk, do FaceTimes with.
That's good, bro.
You need that.
Yeah.
We'll laugh, talk about nonsense at times. Okay, did we just spend the whole time speaking about football? And it's okay.
Sure.
It's not a sin. But after that, you're charged up.
Yeah.
You're fueled. But also then your wife also becomes your friend. Talk, laugh with her, watch. With phones, for example, I've seen, so phones are devices that tend to make sure that we, don't communicate. We have used phones as means to bring us closer. She loves watching this thing. And we do this after Sunday, after I preach. Because I used to also struggle with that, to say, I want to go and watch my soccer. And soccer is not always exciting for, especially if teams are not playing. But there's one thing that both of us love. And it's not a Christian thing.
Sure.
There's this thing, pop the balloon or find love.
Yeah.
And one thing me and my wife do, we judge.
Yeah.
Look at the shoes. Look at the...
We listen and we judge.
To say, this one with the shoes, saying this woman is...
Yeah.
But that brings us closer. And that thing goes for like 2 hours at times.
Yeah, that's good.
But when you realize I spent time with the person I love on the phone or the TV, but we watched it together, we paused, we laughed, and we were friends in that moment.
That's good.
So just being strategic and wise in terms of how do you incorporate, those elements of friendships in your life. That will take you far.
What's been your toughest moment in ministry together? That really put a strain on your marriage, where you were like, this one.
I think it was the breakup with the church we served under before.
Okay.
It was a messy breakup.
Okay.
Because these people were, friends, I would say. We did life with. We traveled together. We spoke. So when we didn't agree in terms of, sending terms, and it became a whole thing, the way we were dismissed, it was a painful thing, especially for her, but also for me. I mean, I was there for almost 10 years. But that challenged us in our marriage. And by God's grace, because maybe that's why I was able to step up. But she was a mess. She's in a beautiful place now.
Yeah.
But I would say that was a tough moment in ministry and a tough moment in terms of a couple. But the Lord allowed good people in our space to just bring us back. Bruce, Bosihle, some friendships, married couples we have. Or one thing also, you need to have married couples as friends. We just sat, talked, we laughed it out, giggled together. But also when we saw that this was part of God's divine plan, because both of us, in terms of the two couples, the church pastors and us, I think we didn't humble ourselves to say we were pulling in different directions all along. And because of honor, I wanted to honor, but the Lord said, nah, it was not going to work. The church plant had to have a different dynamic, different vision, different style, and we were going to clash even going forward. And the Lord had to just sever that painfully. We planting from that, you can just imagine, from that pain. Also, your entire life, these are your friends, this is your life, these are people you see every, it's community. And people are choosing sides, remember, on this. Literally ripped out. But the Lord restored us quickly and well. I didn't expect it to happen so quickly, even to a point where I sometimes think we never talk about that, or we never, because the Lord was just kind, but also the community that we have was so kind enough to just embrace us and say, hey, let's go.
Good, bro.
And when we look at how this is part of God's divine plan, to say, I think uNkulunkulu saw we had Inkanila, and he said, oh, you're not going to do it, I'll do it myself. So there's no regrets there, but that was a painful part in our life.
What did you learn about your leadership as a husband during that period?
Sure. I think, and my wife always says this, she always says, you underplay how important your presence is in our lives. And I never understood. She'll say, no, you must drive us. Go with us. I say, no, but I'm tired. I said, no. I said, no, Daddy, we like it when you are the one driving us. I would say, no, help him. No, Daddy, come. And me being there for her, she said this. She said, when you were there with me fully, without distractions of, I need to do this, you were there fully. I just healed quickly. It was a remedy for my soul. And I realized the importance of presence. My wife said something very important around the time. She was saying, you're never with us. And I said, when you come back from work, I make sure that I'm here, I'm working from home, whatever. And she said, yeah, just because you are present in the house doesn't mean you're present in the home.
Come on.
We have you, we see you, but we don't necessarily have you in your being.
Yeah.
That song, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. And the power of my presence in her life, my embrace, my assurance, man, it dealt a number. I sometimes say, hey, you're going to be fine. And I just think, hey, she's going to be fine. And say, remember when I was feeling down and you said I was going to be fine? You picked me up over that call. Hey, Black and Dot, I thought, Uti, because we talk in the house, that's it. And she says, I like you when you call me at work. I just need to hear you.
Sure.
I say, this woman. Sure. I'm texting. She says, texting is not the same.
Sure.
So I realized, hey, she really appreciates my presence in its fullness. And I think that became a remedy for her soul. And I think every chance I get to be present, again, I can always improve on these things. When she walks in the door, pause whatever I'm doing, I go hug her, spend a few minutes. Hey, how was your day? Go back, do my thing if maybe I need to wrap up. And I see the difference. I see the difference of her. All of a sudden, the mood shifts. What do you want to eat? I'm like, oh, okay. So it was that case. And so presence. That's good. Presence over everything. And really being present in mind, not just in body. It really taught me that as a husband, I must be present for my wife fully.
Yeah, that's good, bro. Yeah. We actually spoke about it yesterday with the gents at the residency. Not just spending time with your wife, but being present. And there's a major difference.
And let's be honest, it's hard.
It's hard, bro.
Yo, there are 15 things ringing in your mind.
You building.
Oh yeah, love, can I just get 15 minutes? I need to just push this.
Your brain is it's not shutting down, dog. You know, and you constantly like thinking about the next thing, and
Dude, and you want us to sit and look each other in the eyes and do nothing.
yeah, and worse when you have and you're creative, you have ideas,
Exactly.
and I say worse because you have 10 things you've put down, 10 things that you need to get to, but then if you're creative, there's 20 other things that you've thought of in this moment when you're supposed to finish these other 10 things, and you're like, oh, now I'm excited for the, you know, and I'm like, yo, you need to reel that stuff in, bro.
That's tough, bro.
Be present, be present, bro. That's so learning that, man.
Yeah. Sure.
Equally, what's the highlight? The one thing you like, man, I wouldn't plant a church with nobody else. Like, I'm glad in God's wisdom.
Yeah.
He brought you.
This is gonna sound slightly interesting to some people.
Yeah.
But I think the highlight and the biggest lesson was that I would never plant a church as a single pastor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would never.
Sure.
This is what I learned. That was, and I'm not saying it's a sin issue, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's something that I learned.
Yeah. For me.
Yeah. There's something about being married in ministry that is overlooked in terms of the pastor that people get to experience is nourished by the very same wife that people don't get to experience. When you see him excited, ready to go on the pulpit, man, the wife's spoken to that man's life.
Yeah.
She's praying over that man's life. You know, she told him how good looking he is. Dude, I'm secured, boy. She tells me I'm fly. I'm preaching my heart out.
Come on, bro.
But also, marriage in a beautiful sense becomes a beautiful safeguard. You don't have to keep fighting certain things. You don't have to keep shutting off certain conversations. I'm in covenant. So that also becomes a beautiful thing. The safeguard, it becomes a wall of protection. There's a beautiful proverb that says, a city without walls stands in ruin. And it's simply saying there are times where walls become the self-control necessary. Your self-control becomes a value add, but already there's a wall. Marriage and ministry becomes a wall. To say people, because of marriage, they already understand the aspect of proximity.
Yes.
How far they can come.
They can come, bro, yeah.
No one is jumping on my DMs like that because of marriage. Because you become this attractive guy to everyone else. You know, everyone else feels like, man, if I can just get this guy for 10 minutes, imagine a lifetime. Right? But also then, marriage also helps structure your church in a particular light. I'm saying this as a married guy, and again, it's preference. I would never submit as a married couple to a single pastor.
Sure.
I wouldn't.
Sure.
Because there are certain things he can't speak into me in terms of counseling my marriage. What are you going to tell me? That I must be more intimate with my wife.
Sure.
And this does not negate the knowledge.
Yeah.
But there are times where experience is far more better than knowledge.
That's good, bro.
And these just become nuances. And also I've seen that with our church, where we've been able to attract a lot of young couples because this guy loves his wife. Some of the best minister expressions to some people is your ministry to your wife. To say, I'm willing to trust that guy with my life and my family because this guy has brought his entire family in this journey. He's committed, he's faithful, he amplifies his love for his wife. He's there. I am willing to submit under such a man.
That's dope, bro.
Some guys will say, if your pastor is single, and these are nuances, especially with the horrendous things we know in ministry where pastors have done horrible things.
Yeah, sure.
But also I think for me, if I really want someone to cater and speak to my soul, preference will be I want to submit to a married pastor. Don't just tell me, show me.
That's good, bro.
Don't say you're faithful, show me how you're faithful to your wife.
Let's see.
And sometimes you showing me is all I need. I know the theology. I know, Christ died for the church. Love your wife as Christ. But show me how you daily sacrifice yourself for your wife. Don't come and tell me about kids. Show me how you discipline your kids. And I think for me, it made me realize, even if I were to plant a church again in another lifetime, I'm not planting a church as a single pastor. again, shout out to single pastors, but man,
yeah.
it becomes a different dynamic.
Yeah, it does, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's totally different, bro. Totally agree with that. Yeah, man.
Sure.
Bro, this has been dope, bro.
Oh man, I
This has been
enjoyed
dope,
myself,
bro.
bro.
This has been dope, man. And I'm like, yo, you need to come back, bro.
Ah man, this is home.
Part 2, part 3,
Sekhaya
part
lapha.
4. Yeah.
For you, anything.
Come on, dude.
For you, anything.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
My wife will hear me and go, oh, you said for black anything. You've never said that to me. Oh my goodness, what have I said?
Let's rock.
Yeah, no,
two things before we end.
yeah.
With the state of Joburg culture, I mean, you're very passionate about like the culture here, and just some of the ills and some of the pain points. And for me, I share those same sentiments because I see how great this place is and can be.
Yes.
And so I'm like, man, like let's just get rid of the junk, and let's do well to just like try and preserve the beautiful thing God is doing in Joburg,
It's good, bro.
So with that, like, what are some of your words for the Mjolo culture?
Hey,
Joburg. Yeah. Both sisters, brothers, married men who get tempted because the lights are too bright here, and when you have bright lights, and then when they pass, you're like, hey,
what is
you
this?
in that?
Yeah.
Right?
Where am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say, bro, to us?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's interesting, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe let me phrase it like this. I will say Joburg is not your mother.
Shout out.
In the Val, they love saying that. Which is true. We're in a culture that wants to take, and it still wants to take from you. And dating scenes in Joburg then become tricky. Navigating marriage in Joburg becomes tricky because of the culture and the spirit of this place. Don't be drawn to the looks and the hype. All those things fade. And again, that's the culture of Joburg. I always contrast Joburg to Babylon. The children of Israel are in Babylon. But they're so comfortable that they forget that the years in which they were supposed to be there have passed. And only Daniel remembers, hey man, God said we must be here for 70 years. Why? Because they had built a home in a foreign land. Joburg is a heightened reminder that this world is not your home. It will take and give you absolutely nothing. Don't sell yourself short. My sister, don't sell yourself short. If it doesn't abide by the standards, not your standards, but the standards of God upon your life, you must fly a kite. You're not compromising for anyone. You're not going to miss your season or prime. The Lord will send the right one for you. There's an Adam there for you.
Come on now.
And gents, again, don't move with the hype. Don't move with the culture. It's okay to stick to one wife. It's okay not to be the brightest guy in the room. It's okay to not be the most intelligent guy in the space, because we always want to show our force and might. And because Joburg has that performative culture, we also want to perform in relationships, in marriage, in church. We want to perform. But I've seen that in a performative culture, the people who thrive and people who do well are people who rest. When people are busy, they just rest.
Oh, man, come on.
Find your space, find your lane and rest. Do your thing. Find one wife, marry her, love her. Despite the noise, despite the lights, avoid the lights, avoid the noise. Rest, build a family, build a home. And realize later in hindsight, the years you invested earlier were not in vain.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
In Joburg, you must be wise enough to invest early. Invest your time, your energy, your resources early in the right things. And I'm telling you,
Fun.
after 10 years, where it will be standing, not because you were wise, but you knew where to invest. You knew which soil you must plant your seed.
That's good, bro.
So don't be distracted by the noise, by the life, by the hype, by the soft life, the pursuit of it. Rest in God. Invest in the things that the Lord has entrusted you to invest in.
That's good, bro.
And just rest in who you are in Him.
Amen, bro.
Yeah.
Man, bro. Last thing, bro, if you could look into this camera, tell a Gift Maseko from a Matu room.
I love that.
Yeah. Tell that guy why you think it's, valuable for him to get married, to pursue the Lord.
Sure.
despite his mistakes, you know, where hope lies. Yeah, and you just thank him for
Sure.
spending however many hours we spent chatting now, watching us.
Shout out to Gift.
Yeah.
I think I would tell Gift Maseko Matomini that firstly, where you come from it doesn't define you. It doesn't necessarily speak to where you're going to end. All of us have to come from somewhere. That's the interesting story. And the places that we are born from and the places that we exist in are meant to equip us and train us to be hard for where we are going. I always say this, I thank God that I grew up in Kasi with my dad and all these things, because that instilled a fire in me to pursue things differently, but also to treat relationships differently. So where you are now, it's not a mistake. Embrace that season, be part of that season. And marriage is never a material thing. Marriage is never a money thing. Marriage is a spiritual thing. It should be a conversation you have with God. And if you can resolve with your person and the family that this is what you want, go for it. Life is very short. Life is very short for you to live in regrets. Go for it. Marriage is still in style. Marriage is still fashionable. Marriage is still beautiful. But guess what? Marriage still glorifies God. Don't look at the stats of how many people divorce. That cannot be your story. Fear must not hold you bound, because the Lord can write a different story through your life. Be faithful to that woman. Honor that woman. We need to be the guys who are going to change the status quo of the things that our fathers failed to do. We don't just come and hit and go. We don't do that. We stay. We hit after we have committed. So show yourself as a man faithful, but also allow the Lord to help you in those parts. Again, being a Christian man is fashionable. Being a Christian man will afford you to be sober in your decision making. So commit to the Lord so that you can better commit to the partner that the Lord is going to borrow you and give you for this lifetime. That's what I would say, bro.
Gift Maseko, appreciate you, my
Appreciate
friend.
you, brother.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome, brother.
This is super great, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do leave your comments, leave your thoughts. And it's just been an incredible conversation that we're having. And I hope that you're encouraged, if you're a husband, especially if you're in ministry, that this really put things into perspective and it helps you think critically about your priorities. Love your wife, care for your children. That's the first thing God is going to ask you before he asks you how you care for his bride. So for me and the squad, we will see you next week, Wednesday, 11:30. All right, peace.
Cheers.